Welcome to For the Love of Brickle. How you doing? So glad to meet ya. Come and your stories just for a few. Hello, good day, and howdy do. Welcome to For the Love of Brickle, featuring Powder. Ruff! Oh boy.
Welcome, my people. I'm your girl Brickle. You know, I always get the ups and downs of things that occur in life, though. So no, Plumber is in serious trouble with Grace. Oh boy. Plumber, do you even hear yourself? So Plumber rests his, hand on her lower back and pulled her close and said, Grace, we both still technically single, but I very much fancy in having a relationship with you in the near future. Then Grace said, when you do the things like this, it shows me that you have no patience at all. Our date is just tomorrow, and you did this to me. Like, do you even realize how upset I am? This is not normal. And to top it off, I live right beside you. You forgot? So Plumber said, I understand all that, Grace. I didn't want you to come over so we could, so quickly. So I asked my friend with benefits to come instead. So Grace said, so this situation doesn't at all seem strange to you? So Plumber slapped his hand against his forehead. Slap. And said, yes, Grace, I understand what you're saying. I hear you loud and clear. But here's the thing. She and I have an understanding. She and I just make each other happy. Nothing more. But once you and I get more and more acquainted, you won't see her anymore. I promise you. So Grace said, oh really? While Plumber bit his lips, looking in Grace's eyes. Wake up, yes. But before we go any further, please remember to like, share, subscribe, and click the notification bell. Please remember to select all so that you can receive all notifications every time I upload a new video. Please remember to leave a comment in the comment section. Make sure it's humorous, vibesy, and all those good things. Oh boy. Yes, people. So Grace's mood calmed a little just by the sight of Plumber's eyes, while Plumber wrapped his next arm around her waist and said, yes, Grace, really? And he gave her a small peck on her forehead, and she blushed. And that made Plumber smile even brighter, that he couldn't help himself but to peck her on her nose. Then he worked his way to her cheeks, then her neck, and in no time, he worked those fluffy cherry lips of his to her lips. And Grace was so relaxed, kissing Plumber away, while Jessica peeped through the window, rocking her head like, what the hell? So Jessica went for her belongings and yelled, okay, you both take care now. I got somewhere I got to be. While Plumber and Grace glanced at each other, like their eyes were saying, you see what I see? And they glanced at Jessica as she reversed her way out the driveway, gave a small toot, looked at them again, and just sped off. So Grace said, so you think she's upset? So Plumber said, well, more likely she's disappointed, but she definitely is making a different arrangement as we speak. So Grace said, wow, just like that? And Plumber said, yes, I'm serious, Grace. But enough about her. So, you forgive me? And Grace said, let me think about it. Well, you're 30% forgiven. Tomorrow's date will determine everything. So Plumber said, oh dang, but fair enough. And they both held hands while he walked her to her front gate and said, well, Grace, at least I escaped a fine whooping from you. And Grace said, boy, are you lucky. While they both chuckled, ha 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 ha, as she made her way inside. Now, the night of the first date had finally arrived. And Grace been trying on dress after dress, modeling them for Mom to make her final decision of what Grace should wear. People, Grace looked oh so glamorous in her blue outfits. Plumber was already outside waiting while talking on his cell phone. When Grace walked out, he almost threw his cell phone away. The way how Grace was stunning. He immediately slipped his phone in his pocket and opened the door for Grace. And Grace smiled while Grace's mother watched them and said, yes, bring my one daughter in one piece. Okay? And Plumber said, most definitely, Mom. While her mom smiled, and that made Grace extra happy. While Plumber drove off, wind up the windows, and had the AC on blast. As they reached, Grace couldn't stop looking up as she made her way out of Plumber's BMW. And she realized it was a hotel, a very fancy hotel. And she smiled from ear to ear while Plumber held her hand while walking her and said, so how much percent have you forgiven me? So Grace said, don't get too comfortable just yet. Just know you gained another 30%. So Plumber said, wow, more than half. While smiling, as they entered, they saw a beautiful water fountain, and the restaurant also had a lot of plants, such as a nice relaxing ambience. Grace was definitely pleased and was looking through the menu while a waitress from a distance was checking out Plumber. While Plumber tried his best to be on his best behavior, so the same waitress made her way to their table, and she couldn't help herself but to make serious eye contact with Plumber. So as both Grace and him placed their order, and while the waitress went over what they ordered, Plumber did the right thing and reached out and rubbed on Grace's hands and kissed it. And instantly, the waitress became in her feelings and said, okay, got you, and quickly walked away with their order. So Plumber said, Grace, you are one fine woman. You're breathtaking. Man, I just love how your hair falls. And you have one heck of a figure. Darling, I can't afford to mess up what we have going on at all. My oh my, I would go crazy. There's no time at all I haven't thought about you. I've been observing your sexiness for a long time now, and I must say, you look really appealing in those short shorts yesterday. And they both laughed. Then Grace said, my oh my, Plumber, you have a way with words, huh? You just know all the lovely words to say to paint a perfect picture of what your desires are. So Plumber said, I know I should be the typical guy that doesn't say too much of what's on his mind out loud and just keep my thoughts to myself. But I'm a different type of fellow as it comes to you, Grace. I will never stop doing everything in my power to keep you. You can call me any time of the day, I will answer. If you ask for anything, I will grant it. I spend my life organizing myself to be a true man that can be responsible for his woman's needs and wants. At this moment, Grace was enjoying every word that Plumber had to say with his fine accent self. Then, as Grace pressed her fork in her mashed potato salad, Plumber took the fork from her and began feeding her, wiped her lips with a napkin every now and then, and even fed her a drink. And then she did the same, and they both were giggling softly. And was such an loving manner. And Grace said, wow, I'm really enjoying this first date. And Plumber said, don't worry, my love. I'm just getting started. And they both smiled and blushed from ear to ear, enjoying their romantic dinner for two in fine style. Yes, people, stay tuned for part 4 and find out what Plumber really has in store for Grace. I'm your girl Brickle. You know, I always give you the ups and downs of things that occur in life. Though, please remember to like, share, subscribe, and click the notification bell. Please remember to select all so that you receive all notifications every time I upload a new video. Please remember to leave a comment in the comment section. Make sure it's humorous, vibesy, and all those good things. Oh boy.
I hope you all enjoyed yourselves. Love you all. Peace. Mwah.